Now I'm going to show you how to frame or bracket times around an appointment that's been set up. Eventually we'll have the system offer this option with a click or even do it automatically, but for now it has to be done manually. And the idea is that when you get a showing set up, say someone has set up a showing at 10 a.m., what you would like to do is eliminate some times around that showing so that if anyone else is interested, their options are limited to times near 10 a.m. So in essence, you're creating a mini open house rather than ending up with somebody wanting to look at it at 8:30 and somebody at 10 and somebody at noon and somebody at 4 and then somebody at 7. That will just run you ragged all day, run up the cost terribly. In order to be cost efficient, a showing needs to be combined with something else, either another errand or a second or even third showing, because the trips are just too time consuming, too costly to do a single. Do single showings still happen? Sure. But we do everything that we can to avoid that. So if someone is set up a showing for 10 a.m., what we want to do is go in and block out some times up to near 10 a.m. and then block out some times shortly after 10 a.m. So we'll go into administrative and designate available time blocks. As you've seen in the other video, this is where we add agents and add blocks of time that they're not available. When you are an agent in the system, one of these here, then you are considered to be available for showings from 9 a.m. through 7:30 p.m. Every day until you tell the system that you're not available for certain times. This would be a one-time, not an every week block, but again, say we've got a showing set for this coming Monday at 10 a.m. So what we want to do is we will click on Monday and we will block out times up until 9:45. So we'll go here, anything short of 9:45 will work there. Except, I'm sorry, the starting time we want to start at 9, that's the beginning. Then we come over to the ending time for this block, and then we make it 9:44. That works. So now what this will do is 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30, those are going to be blocked out to where you're being shown as not available. We'll make it all agents in this case to demonstrate it, and you add that block. Alright, so that blocks out times up until just before 10 o'clock. Now we want to block out times just after 10 o'clock. So we go back to that Monday. 10, 17. This will block out times after this. So 10:15 will still show as available, but 10:30 will not. So we're done there. We pick our ending time. Say we'd still be open for doing showings in the afternoon, say after 3:30 or so. So we'll set that as the ending time. All agents, add block. So in order to frame or bracket around a time, you need 2 blocks of time that you're taking off the table. Whether you decide to go 15 minutes on either side of the appointment or 30 minutes on either side of the appointment, that would be up to you. But the idea is to lessen the selections that are available for people. So now we've switched over to the public site at Dixie Property. The prospect comes in, they want to schedule a showing. They want to look at it for Monday, they go in, and what you can see is 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30 are not available. But within we're showing 9:45, 10, and 10:15. So times all around your appointment are available, but then we've blocked until the afternoon. And that's the effect of doing a frame or a bracket around the time. If people are available to see something in the morning like this, chances are they're fairly flexible. Often this will be a mom after she's dropped the kids off at school, and so this helps them know the best times for us, and they can still pick a little bit of flexibility. You've given them a half an hour there to do that. If you get two of them scheduled at 10 a.m., that's okay, even if they're both there at the same time. Occasionally you'll get somebody who's bothered by that. I don't know what to tell them. It's if they're bothered by that, they're probably not going to be a good tenant. They're obviously too easily disturbed by things. I think it's a good idea, frankly, for people to know that other people are interested. So if you get one and then a few minutes later another one comes and sees that you've already got one there, that just lets them know that this is not something that we're having trouble renting, that we've got people looking at it. And so that's not a problem, even if you get the occasional perturbed prospect. The framing is really important to efficiency in the day. At this point, the system is not sophisticated yet enough. It's been designed, but it's not done. It doesn't know the difference between the properties. The potential problem you can have here is that, see here we have two properties. You could get someone's schedule in this time frame for the other property. If there's not another agent available to do that showing while you're doing the first showing, you're just going to have to call and try to rearrange the times a little bit. That will get fixed eventually, and most of the time, fortunately, we have one property that's open and not two, or if it is two, they're at the same site. They're both at Grindr, both at Bell Place, but you just have to work it out otherwise. But the framing really does help, and if you do get one that's 15 minutes later that's at the other property, actually that you can still probably pull off a bang bang. You just get one of them to understand you might be a little late, or that you've got another showing and you don't have much time, and that keeps things moving along. Eventually, when the system's fixed, it'll understand different agents and different properties, and that can't happen. It will keep track of if you have an appointment at one property, it's not going to schedule you at the same time or a very near time at another property at the same time. Till then, we just have to kind of figure things out manually. But I highly advise trying to frame your times when you do get these showings like this, because it's just a tough day when you get 3 or 4 showings all scattered throughout the day, and you have to try and funnel these people into 1 or 2 times during the day for each property.